The second experiment is programming on VBA applications. What is VBA? VBA is an abbreviation for Visual Basics for Applications. It is specially used for Microsoft Office products like Excel, Word, PPT, and so on. Before going to VBA, let us know what is macros. Macros are a piece of code or a set of instructions such as subroutines, function, and so on. Macros are a set of instructions which are written into VBA. Macros are written in programming language called VBA. Hope now you understand what are macros and VBA. Macros are a part of coding which is written into VBA language. So now let's see what is exactly VBA. It is basically an editor where we keep on writing macros, keep on writing softwares or the code itself. It's an editor present in Excel, Word, PPT, and all the MS Office, that means Microsoft Office products. So why we need macros? Already in Excel, there are 300 to 400 formulas present. With those formulas, we can perform near many numerous tasks we can perform. Then why we need macros is there arises situation where we need to do a process or a function again and again repetitively. In such cases, to avoid to reduce the time consumption, we go for macros. And secondly, so we want sometimes there comes a need to develop new formulas for your applications. In such cases, you can go for macros. Thirdly, while performing the complex tasks such as in the data processing, we need to perform various functions like sorting or evaluating the pivot table. In such cases, we can go for macros. These macros are also known as subroutines, procedures, programs, or even called as we can call it as macros. These macros are object-oriented program. So Excel itself an object. Okay, everything in Excel is an object. For example, Excel contains a workbook, sheet, cells, and chart. And these cells and sheet are objects, and Excel itself an object having all other objects inside. So these macros work on the objects alone. So macros have control on these objects. So now let's see the user interface of VBA. So how to open the VBA editor is go to the developer tab. On that you can open the VBA window. But sometimes this developer tab will not be present by default. Such cases you have to go to file, click on the file, go to the options. So if you click on the options, yeah, screen will be displayed like this. In that, go to the customize ribbon. On the right side, you can see the developer. So click on that checkbox and click OK so that the developer tab will be displayed on your screen. In that, click on the developer and go to the first option, which is the Visual Basic. Click on it. So I have opened so many modules and sheets. So this is the Visual Basics window. It contains sheets, workbooks, modules, and different user forms. Okay, this is called the Project Explorer, where you can create modules and user forms. We, why we want to create these modules and user form is basically we will perform the coding only in the module editor. So how we can create the module editor is that go to the module. So a screen it will be displayed like this. This is the module editor, and next one is user form. So similarly, go to the insert and you can find a user form there. Open this. So this user form it displays a form that have that in this we can create the check boxes by using this option called toolbox option.